So I'm here to present Portfora. It is effectively a modeling and a talent portfolio site. So talented people currently in the fashion industry can have a portfolio. They can show off their work, they can update their social media, and they can also find other people to work with. So it's a social network. And there are also job opportunities, castings, collaborative opportunities. So it's currently in the space of the fashion industry, and I came at this myself as a web developer and a photographer. So I used similar sites to this. They were stuck 10 years ago, and I realized something could be done better, where you could follow people, things could be presented, things can work on mobile, because again, competitors aren't doing that, and this is what I've created. There is a beta out there that's got about 800 people testing it, mostly kind of hobbyists and amateurs. I've worked on this new version, which I'm about to launch in a couple of weeks, and literally today I've been updating these marketing pages. Now, one of the features that I've added, which is unique in this space, and it's also kind of spun off into another startup that I'm also launching, is social media scheduling. Things like Buffer and Hootsuite, or Social Oomph, or Sendable. If anyone knows those for social media, you can queue up queue up social media posts in advance and have them regularly go out every day at 5 o'clock, so you don't have to log in. Now, I'm adding this to the site because it's something that people need, but they didn't know that they needed. So they'll be able to upload, say, 20 photos when they get them from the photographer or when they've finished a shoot, and have them go into a queue that'll automatically push them out whenever they choose them to be scheduled. So they can go away and carry on doing shoots, knowing that their social media is being updated while they're out doing a shoot or being busy or sleeping even. And then the final kind of key feature is the networking element, that it's a whole network of people, models, makeup artists, photographers, fashion designers, stylists, and retouchers and studios, everything in the fashion industry that you need to create your portfolio, to see what's going on, to get inspired, and to get your name out there and get picked up for that big publication or that big shoot. Now, this feature of verifying people by their social media, by who they've worked with, is something that is going to be one of the key things that I need to get help on, which is trying to make sure the quality of members is strong throughout the site. So I'll come back to that in a second. I'll just briefly show you through the current site as it works. So like Tumblr and Instagram, you've got a feed of latest photos that people have taken. You can see which ones have been liked the most or which ones have had the most comments. You can also have a look through featured members, see some of their latest work. And I'll show you a portfolio. So we've got a strong header image, nice large images. Again, some other sites show you small thumbnails. The photos are front and center on this page. We've got information about this person, what they're up to, some links to their social network, what they've connected, and then who they've worked with, so you can go and get a reference for this person and find out, are they really safe to work with? And that's something very important in this space. You want to know, is this guy I'm turning up to shoot with going to be a risk to me? Do I feel safe? So you can easily ask people for a reference. And I mentioned the photo viewer was awesome. So I've tried to make photos full screen. It helps having a presentation with beautiful photos in it, of course. But really fast loading, really easy to use, and social media features, sharing built in, and then also commenting and seeing who's tagged in the photo. So this, and it's one of the things that needs to be done in this space, but again, competitors aren't doing this well. And I mentioned briefly that there's a casting system. So you can post saying, I'm looking to shoot with a model, or I need someone, I need a makeup artist for a Vogue shoot that I'm doing tomorrow. So this will be emailed out to people, they'll get notified of this opportunity, and then they can apply for this. So my question is, and I have 2 or 3 solutions, how to try to market this great product, which I then want to take out into the acting world and the dancing world and the film and TV and the music and production world. They're not going to be interested in seeing hobbyist nude photos. So I wanted to launch this product early on as high quality fashion industry people. So my ideas are, just don't even allow the amateurs on, just kick them off. Say no nudity allowed. I've nothing wrong with nudity, but it kind of invites the wrong kind of people. Someone suggested having 2 separate branded sites where I have the same code but a separate brand and let anyone on there. And then the latest option I'm toying with is allow only the fashion industry professionals to be part of the network, and the amateurs can have a portfolio, but they won't show up and they won't interact with all the people. So you wouldn't see, if you're in the fashion industry, lots of nude photos every time you logged on. And I'd love feedback and ideas on the whole product, on this demo of the nice and newer site, not the old one, and any ideas for how to get this to the right market.
Thank you so much. Big round of applause for Claude.
I've got a couple of ideas for you.
Yes.
The first is that you could make the price point higher,
Okay.
because that instantly will give it more of a feeling of, being higher end. But the second is through PR, basically. It's just by targeting the right publications and media.
I forgot to mention this is a freemium subscription model. So all the competitors have a free service with a limited number of photos and messages, and you can pay £5 to £10 a month to raise those limits. And because it's a network effect, I need to have tens of thousands and millions of people on this for it to work. So I would have a higher price point for the industry people, but they need to be a free level as well.
So you said about how you wanted a massive network and how you wanted only the good things to come through. Have you thought about user voting on it, so up voting and down voting? Because the whole, like going back to Reddit again, the whole community rolls on the fact that the top page has all the good stuff of that day because users have gone through and voted. As far as I can see, unless you can see something, that's probably the best way for you to root out what's good and what's bad.
That's the perfect idea, and I have that to some extent by offering, most liked photos, most commented photos, most followed people. Having looked at competitive sites that have turned into effectively soft porn sites, it can go the wrong way if the people vote on the looks of the model.
Understood.
Yeah. So the main concept is really get the tone of the members right at the beginning, and then the rest will follow from that.
That is a fantastic final comment. Thank you so much, Claude,
Thank you
for
very much,
stepping in.
everyone.